Ever wondered if your brain has the ability to change and adapt? It's not a static organ, locked in place for life. Rather, it's dynamic, fluid, and constantly evolving. Enter the world of neuroplasticity. This term might sound complex, but it's really just a fancy way of saying that our brains can change. It's all about the brain's remarkable capacity to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. This adaptive ability is a testament to the brain's resilience. It allows neurons, the brain's communication maestros, to compensate for injury and disease. It enables them to adjust their activities in response to new situations or changes in their environment. From learning a new skill to recovering from a stroke, neuroplasticity is the unsung hero behind these transformations. It's our brain's secret superpower, quietly working in the background, reshaping our neural landscape. This incredible ability of the brain is what we call neuroplasticity. Now, you might be wondering, how does this process actually work? Well, let's dive into the fascinating world of neuroplasticity to find out. The process of neuroplasticity is initiated by an external stimulus. This could be anything from reading a book to learning a new dance move, or even smelling a familiar scent. This external stimulus causes a reaction in our brain, specifically within our neurons, the building blocks of our nervous system. When a stimulus is received, the neurons in our brain fire up. This is essentially an electrical signal that travels through the neuron. Think of this as the spark that lights the fire of neuroplasticity. The signal then travels across a tiny gap called a synapse to reach another neuron. This is the connection phase. Now, the magic happens when these connections are strengthened. How does that occur? Through repeated stimuli. The more often a stimulus is experienced, the stronger the connection between neurons becomes. This is due to a principle known as Hebb's rule, which states neurons that fire together wire together. In simpler terms, the more you practice something, the better your brain becomes at it. At the same time, our brain is capable of creating new neurons or neural pathways through a process called neurogenesis. This is especially prominent during our early years, but it continues throughout our lives to a lesser extent. These new neurons and pathways can be created in response to learning something new, or even as a result of overcoming a challenge. So, let's say you're learning to play the guitar. At first your fingers might fumble on the strings and the chords will sound off, but as you practice, the neurons associated with playing the guitar start firing and connecting more frequently. Over time, these connections become stronger, making it easier for you to play. Eventually, you might even find yourself effortlessly strumming a tune without consciously thinking about it. This is neuroplasticity in action. But it's not just about learning new skills. Neuroplasticity also plays a crucial role in recovery from brain injuries. For example, if a certain part of the brain is damaged, other parts can adapt and change to take over the functions of the damaged area. This is a testament to the incredible adaptability of our brains. In essence, neuroplasticity is our brain's amazing ability to adapt and change in response to our experiences, both good and bad. It's the process that allows us to learn, grow, and recover throughout our lives. It's a continuous process that's happening every moment of every day, whether we're aware of it or not. So, through a process of firing, connecting, and reinforcing, our brain continually adapts and changes. It's a remarkable system, and understanding it can give us a greater appreciation of our incredible capacity for growth and adaptation. What role does our experience and learning play in neuroplasticity? Now that's a question worth pondering on. Well, let's dive right in. Our experiences and the learning that comes with them play a significant role in neuroplasticity. When we learn something new, it's not just our minds that are growing and changing, but our brains as well. That's right, learning a new skill, whether it's playing a musical instrument, learning a new language, or even mastering the art of cooking, can lead to changes in the brain's structure and function. Picture this. Each time we learn something new, our brain forms new connections between neurons, the tiny cells that transmit information within our brain. The more we practice and reinforce that learning, the stronger these connections become. This process is called synaptic strengthening. It's like building a pathway in the forest. The more you walk down the path, the clearer and more defined it becomes. But it's not just about forming new connections, it's also about pruning away the old ones that are no longer needed. This is known as synaptic pruning, and it's equally as important for maintaining a healthy, adaptable brain. It's a bit like pruning a tree. You cut back the old unnecessary branches to allow for new growth. Now, you might be thinking, well, I'm not in school anymore. I've done my fair share of learning. But here's the thing, continuous learning is key to keeping our brains flexible and adaptable. It's not just about learning in a classroom, it's about engaging in new experiences, challenging ourselves, and stepping outside of our comfort zones. So, whether you're picking up a new hobby, learning a new language, or simply trying to solve a new crossword puzzle, remember, your brain is changing and adapting right along with you. Embrace the process of learning and experience the magic of neuroplasticity firsthand. And to sum it all up, remember this: learning is a lifelong journey. It's not something that stops once we leave school or reach a certain age. Our brains are designed to keep learning and adapting. That's why they say learning never stops. Does our brain's ability to adapt and change diminish as we age? Yes and no. While it's true that the brain's capacity for neuroplasticity decreases as we age, it's crucial to understand that it doesn't come to a complete standstill. Instead, it slows down, like a river that's still flowing but at a more leisurely pace. So what happens to our brains as we get older? Well, as we age, our brains undergo a natural process of atrophy. This means that they physically shrink in size, and we lose some of the neural connections that once buzzed with activity. However, this doesn't mean that we lose the ability to form new connections or learn new things. It just means that it might take a bit longer, or require a bit more effort. Now you might be asking, what can we do with this knowledge? Well, understanding the relationship between neuroplasticity and aging is actually incredibly useful. It can help us develop therapies and strategies to combat age-related cognitive decline. For instance, engaging in mentally stimulating activities such as puzzles, reading, or learning a new language can help to maintain and even improve cognitive function in older adults. Regular physical activity can also promote neuroplasticity by increasing blood flow to the brain, which in turn supports the growth of new neural connections. Moreover, research has shown that social interaction can also play a significant role in maintaining brain health as we age. By staying socially active, we can keep our brains engaged and stimulate neuroplasticity. So, while the brain's capacity for neuroplasticity does decrease with age, it's important to remember that our brains are incredibly resilient. They are always adapting, always changing, always finding ways to keep us sharp and engaged with the world around us. And that's the beauty of neuroplasticity. It's a testament to the brain's incredible adaptability and resilience. It's a reminder that, even as we age, our brains are still capable of growth and change. Our brains may age, but they never stop adapting and changing. So what does all this mean for us? Let's take a moment to summarize the key insights about neuroplasticity and our brain's remarkable capacity for adaptation and change. We've learned that neuroplasticity is the brain's inherent ability to reorganize itself, forming new neural connections throughout life. This process allows the neurons in our brain to compensate for injury, disease, and to adjust their activity in response to new situations or changes in the environment. Imagine a city with an intricate road network. When one road is blocked, traffic doesn't come to a halt. Instead, it finds a new route. Similarly, our brain creates new pathways to carry information when the old ones are damaged or blocked. This is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of our brain. This remarkable feature of the brain has far-reaching implications. In the medical field, understanding neuroplasticity can revolutionize the way we approach brain injuries and diseases. Rehabilitation programs can be designed to encourage the brain to rewire itself, aiding recovery from strokes and traumatic brain injuries. It can also provide new avenues for treating neurological disorders like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and multiple sclerosis. In the realm of education and learning, the concept of neuroplasticity can motivate innovative teaching techniques and learning strategies. It underscores the fact that learning is not static, but dynamic and ongoing. The brain can continue to adapt and learn regardless of age, reinforcing the belief in lifelong learning. The understanding of neuroplasticity also promotes the importance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle for cognitive well-being. Regular physical exercise, a balanced diet, sufficient sleep, and mental stimulation all contribute to enhancing our brain's plasticity. In conclusion, neuroplasticity is a beacon of hope, a testament to the human brain's resilience and adaptability. It's a reminder that our brain is not fixed but constantly evolving, mirroring our experiences and learning. Remember, your brain is a powerful, adaptable organ, capable of incredible change and growth. So, keep learning, keep experiencing new things, and keep your brain healthy and adaptable.